What's up, guys? It might look a little bit different in here, and it's because I was using my friend's place, my friend's studio, and so I got my setup now, but I'm still working on it, so bear with me. It looks kind of plain, but bear with me, okay? Is college a scam? The short answer is that no, it's not a scam to an extent. Now, if you're looking for a career that requires college, by all means do that because that's your purpose. If your purpose is to become a lawyer or to become an engineer or a doctor, anything like that, this is for somebody that's kind of like me, somebody that knew college wasn't for them. And oftentimes we're told in high school or even in middle school too, like, oh, it's fine if you don't know what you want to do. Like, you have 4 years to figure it out. You have 4 years. And even in college, if you don't know what to do, you'll figure it out. You'll find something. But the problem with that, at least for me, was that it had me focus on other things rather than what's important, rather than my purpose. It had me focused on chasing girls, kind of procrastinate my purpose, kind of waste time. If you're in the beginning stages of high school and you don't know what you want to do, or you don't really have an idea, I would say try everything. Devote your purpose to trying everything, because eventually something's going to stick. Now, if you were like me, you kind of procrastinated, or you still didn't know what to do, and you're a senior already, or you graduated, but you know that college isn't for you, what I would recommend you do is go into a trade. What is a trade? A trade is things like mechanic, welding, electrician, carpenter, and a lot of other stuff. But you get the idea. Because one, this will always be needed. And two, it's a good way of income coming in while you're trying to find your purpose. There's a lot of times YouTubers and influencers like to, I quit my job to do this, or I followed my career. I didn't go to college so I can do YouTube or videography or whatever. My problem with this is that in certain circumstances, sure, that works. But in a circumstance like mine and me watching those videos, is that I have a family to take care of and I help my mom out. And so I can't afford to just quit my job for YouTube or, all this stuff like that. And I'm sure that some of you guys are in a similar situation. Take these advice from these YouTubers with a grain of salt. That's why I kind of push to at least go for a trade or have a good paying job. While you're doing that, you have income coming in, and then you can pursue your purpose or find what your purpose is. And so whenever that pops off, then you could be like, I quit my job to do this, or I didn't go to college to do this. Then you could show that off. But there's 3 things you got to ask yourself, or you got to be honest with yourself. And it's, are you going to college because of pressure from your family, from your parents? Do you have another calling, but you fear of what people would think about you? You fear about your friends and what they might think, or you don't even know what you want to do still, and you're like, you know what, why not? Because if these are the reasons, then you shouldn't be going to college, because you're going to waste your time. You might end up in a really bad position. You might end up in debt very badly or whatever. It's a lot easier to just go to college because of all these things and to feel this pressure, being desperate kind of, because you don't want to be the odd one out. You don't want to be like the black sheep, the failure, or viewed as such. But risk it. Risk it. Mr. Beast said something in a video that I saw recently. He said, you're only like a dummy or idiot until you reach that point. And then when you reach that point, people are like, wow, good job. You made it. You've done it. I'm so happy for you. Put me on, all this stuff. But it's just like what you're willing to sacrifice, and vice versa. Like, if you're watching these artists or these celebrities or influencers or whatever, like, don't let them take you away from your school or from your education. Like, if you really want to be a doctor, that's your purpose, or save lives and all this stuff like that, like, do that. Even if you do want to go to college, I would say just try everything. Try all the school activities that you might be interested in, and also try things outside of school. Maybe try boxing, maybe try art, maybe try learning how to play the guitar, stuff like that. Now, the reason why I bring up this whole topic of is college a scam, because I had a conversation with a friend recently. It's been a while since we talked, and we were just catching up, and he was showing me a lot of love, and he said he watched my videos and all this stuff like that. I asked him, I'm like, hey bro, like what you trying to do, bro? Like, what's the plan, man? Like, what you been up to? Anything new? And he says, yeah, he's interested in like working on cars for himself, but he doesn't want to go to school. He thinks school is a scam. He doesn't want to work for man either. He wants to work for himself rather than working for the common man. Or he's been watching my videos and it made him think. And when I thought about this, it made me think about a book that I read a while ago. There's 3 things you could do when it comes to the way the world works. 1 is reject society. Reject the system. Joining deep into a religion and focusing that. Because they don't follow the way of the world. They don't follow the systems of the world for the most part. The bad part of rejecting society could be maybe being a criminal. They don't do what the world does. The way they view the world is completely different. They're in jail, they're locked up, they're not a part of society, right? Now, the second thing you could do when it comes to the system is conform to it. So that's the basic, regular, traditional way of like high school, graduate, go to college, work a 9 to 5, whatever, retire, and that's it. The third one, the third route, play the system or work the system, right? So you cannot fully reject society or escape the system. Everybody has a role to play no matter what. It just depends on what role you fit and how you use that to your advantage. Going into a trade, working for a little bit, getting a job that helps you, and then you use that to boost your business. You use that to make your business. You use that to blow up on YouTube. You use that to be a content creator. You use that to be a singer and make your music and pop off, sell all these records, stuff like that. That's the third one. And the reason why I bring this up is because, and I say this with a lot of love because I care about you, and I don't want you to think I'm criticizing you or anything like that. You know, my friend was telling me that, you know, he's probably watching this video now, but he said that he watches my videos and it made him think. And by no means am I saying F education, don't pursue it. Don't work for the common man at all. Now, there's something I want you guys to think about. Are you using college is a scam as an excuse? Are you using college as a scam as a cop-out for your lack of discipline, for you not to pursue anything, not hold yourself accountable because the people that are actually pursuing college and holding a career, so you want to be like, oh, well, college is a scam, I'm not in college, you know, stuff like that? Because then the joke is on you. Are you using you don't want to work for a common man as an excuse to stay home and be comfortable, as an excuse to not work? Because then if that's the case, the joke is on you. Are you using I'm gonna take my time and I'll figure it out as an excuse to not produce results? You have this loading screen the whole time, but where's the results? Where's the actions? Because you can only say these things for so long. That's why I'm kind of trying to give you this perspective, because if you are using this as an excuse, you can only do this for so long. You can only say these things for so long, because the way I see it is that you either take control of your life and the direction that it goes, or life will decide that for you. And when life decides that for you, that's when it's kind of over. That's when it's hard to come back, because you're already 20 years into a 9 to 5 job that you don't even like and they don't even care about you. And in this whole time you're thinking, oh, well, I'm still figuring it out. But you can only say that for so long. When it comes to, you watch my videos, right? You can feel the fire in the things that I say. You feel that passion. And you want to do something great. I know you do, because you watch these videos and you probably watch other people and you want to be like them or you want to be like me. But the difference is that there's action and there's results, because that's all that matters when it comes to being great, or when it comes to pursuing your purpose. So yeah, you can say you're figuring things out, but are you really figuring things out? Are you doing action that shows you're figuring things out? All right, to do this, I have to do that. To do this, I have to do that next. Or are you just, yeah, I'm figuring things out. There's nothing behind it. Because like I said, you can only say that for so long. And you owe it to your family, you owe it to your loved ones, you owe it to yourself. Because if not, life is going to decide how your life goes at the end of the day. And that's not to come after nobody or to criticize anybody. It's just a perspective that I want to give you, because I don't want you guys to have to take from my videos of like, I think education is bad, and that I think that you shouldn't work for people, you should only work for yourself. Like, that stuff is nice, but you can see where it can also turn into an excuse to not hold yourself accountable. And what I mean is, like, you don't have any action, you don't have any urgency, you don't have any step-by-step anything, but decide what path you want to take. And I see it two ways. If you don't know what you want to do, your purpose should be finding it. And if you found it, then that should be your purpose. And that's pretty much it, guys. Mad love. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. We're only going up from here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace.